Good evening, Fantasy Fanatics. Waiting on Graham to come around. He's taking a little longer than usual. Not sure what's going on back there. Oh, there he is. Graham, welcome to the show.
Welcome me.
Welcome you. And at first, a big happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there and to the kids of veterans. Thank you very much for what you do, Graham. All right, we're going to jump right in. Last week with our fantasy picks, we had a pretty good week. Andy Dalton, of course, his pick did great. Jeremy Hill, not too bad. AJ Green, that Graham picked, had a pretty big week. Not as big as he's had. I think Gary Barnridge, he's going to bounce back this week. Not a very good week last week. Cincinnati's defense did okay. In our Oak Manor picks, we both went 3-3. Not too bad, 50-50. At least it's not a loss, right, Graham? All right, jumping into Thursday night's game. Curtis had a previous engagement. We're going to do our full week's picks tomorrow night. But, of course, some of you are enthralled with the Bills at the Jets. Kind of like people last week. I don't know who was really excited about Cincinnati in Cleveland, right? You see much to be excited about tomorrow night?
New York people. That's all I know.
All right, it is a bunch of New York people. So
Unless
I'll tell you
you're a
what.
Giants fan.
Well, that's true. They're not out. So let's go ahead and start us off, Greg. Quarterback, who you got tomorrow night?
Ryan Fitzpatrick. He had a little bit of a thumb injury, but I think he's still going to do fine.
All right.
Against Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor's a little weak. Okay, I'm going to go with Chris Ivory, running back for the Jets. That's going to be my running back pick. He had 2 touchdowns last week against a weak Jacksonville team. Buffalo's a little bit stronger defense, but I think he'll come through with some big points. Who do you got for wide receiver?
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. Why do you like him?
Well, I feel like Tyrod Taylor will pass him the ball. He's a very approachable receiver.
Yes, he is.
He can throw him the ball, and he's probably going to catch it.
He is. And I'll tell you what, tight end, we're going to go with Charles Clay. Not a whole lot to choose from with these two teams, Graham. But Charles Clay's getting about 10 points a game. That's a pretty solid tight end pick for you for most of your formats. Graham, finally, I tell you what, kicker.
Dan Carpenter.
Dan Carpenter. Why Dan?
Because he's on the Bills. The Jets has a very new kicker. I forget his name.
I don't remember his name either, but you're right. They just picked him up here recently, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you go. Ryan Fitzpatrick, quarterback. Chris Ivory, running back. Wide receiver 1, Sammy Watkins. Tight end, Charles Clay. Kicker.
Dan Carpenter.
All right, now, for what the people that live around here really expect and want to hear, we got our Oak Manor fantasy football picks. We're going to start at the bottom, go across and up like this, okay?
All right.
So first off, we got Two Hearted Dream Crushers at 6-3 versus Mr. Irrelevant, Curtis Painter, at 4-5. Who you going with there?
I'm sorry, Curtis Painter, but Two Hearted Dream Crushers.
Two Hearted Dream Crushers for Graham. I'm going with Mr. Irrelevant, Curtis Painter. I really need him to bring Two Hearted Dream Crushers down a little bit, so that's where I'm going. Over to the left, Team MWA versus Dirty D's and the B's, and I'm going with Team MWA. I like the rap style that he puts out, and that's who I'm going with.
Me too.
Wow! So we got our first lock for you folks out there that like to have a little wagers on the side with your fantasy football league. All right, Pig Eaters, the Ballad of John Cocktoson.
Pig Eaters.
Pig Eaters. You like the Pig Eaters?
Yeah.
You know what, Graham? I'm going with the Pig Eaters too. 2 locks. I'm sorry, Slushman, but I just don't think you got enough to slow down the Pig Eater, Brett. Okay, Tito's Pour Me Another and Oak Manor Southsiders. I want to jump in here. Oak Manor Southsiders has got a really good schedule and a really good record. And I really need them to lay it on Tito's for me, Pour Me Another. So I'm going with Jason right here in Oak Manor Southsiders. What about you?
Yeah, me too.
3. That's great minds think alike.
All right, yeah.
Okay, let's see how good we do on the top right. Team Hawkins, Johnny H. out in Hawaii versus Hanson Scott, Roll Tide. What you got?
Roll Tide.
You know what? I think Johnny Hawkins is going to pull this one out. So we're going to go against each other there. John's getting, he's favored by 21. I just think that Scott needs to pull out this rest of his lineup. Scott, put your lineup out if you see this. And finally, Oak Manor Girthy Ballers versus yours truly, Peyton's Baby Mama. I'm going with myself. Who you going with?
Oak Manor Girthy Ballers.
Oh, can you say that without laughing? Please say it. Try it. Just try to say it.
Oak Manor Girthy Ballers.
You can't say it without laughing, folks. That's who Graham's going with. So we went with 3 the same, and we differ on 3. again, our record will probably not be the same coming out of this week. Folks, you heard it here. We'll get those posted for you, Graham. Again, happy Veterans Day. I hope that I beat Oak Manor Girthy Ballers.
I hope that you don't.
I hope I do. And folks, have a great Veterans Day. We'll see you tomorrow night. You're out of here. Go. Cut it.
Please.
Don't take as much time as you did coming out here the first time.
I'm going.
Thanks, folks. Sorry. I'm just trying to fill time. Here, subscribe.
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Right there.
Subscribe.
All right.